I'd like to think that we're, pretty special together. Ross and Logan, even obviously last year was my rookie year, but they've kind of continued to keep me under their wing and kind of show me the ropes and what it's like to be a pro's pro. And obviously Ross going, 3-time Pro Bowler, and Logan being a Pro Bowler last year and, the best punter in the league, in my opinion, and in a lot of people's opinion. It's cool to have those guys in my room, and like I said, they teach me how to be a pro.
What does a kicker do in the offseason?
Good question. A lot of golf. No, but like I said, I'll probably take about a month off. There's a lot of specialists that like to go out to San Diego. There's an ex-kicker in the NFL, Nick Novak. He kind of has a little, I would say kind of retreat, I guess is the best way to put it. But a lot of guys go out there to train, kick it around for a little bit. So I'll probably take about a month off and then kind of start getting my body back into it a month later. And, obviously the next step is building for the next offseason. That's the beauty of it. We get another shot at this thing. And looking forward to that.
You had a season where you obviously set the NFL record and then had the second longest field goal. But that aside, what are you most pleased about from your season in 2025?
I think something that 2025 taught me was that I'm a resilient person. I've never battled adversity in my career as much as I have this year, and I think it's taught me not only a lot as a football player but as a man that I can handle getting knocked down and I'm not going to let it affect me. I mean, I went, I think, 19 or 20 straight there for a little bit and proved to myself that I am good enough to kick in this league, and so I think I was really proud of myself for that. Obviously, I didn't do my job to my best ability yesterday, and I can take accountability for that. I need to make that kick and to put our team in the best chance to win. But I'm proud of myself for being resilient through a time where maybe other people would have gotten knocked down and not got back up. I was proud of myself and taught myself that I have a strong mental fortitude.
Excuse me if you already answered this, but Ross getting named All-Pro, what was he for you this year?
I mean, that guy's, I'm telling you, I can't ever say this enough, those two guys are so stinking good at what they do, and it is a blessing that I got put here because they not only are good at their jobs, but they're good at just being a pro and mentoring me into being as good as they are. And, it's cool to have those guys, in my locker room, and not only just those guys, but other teammates around this locker room. You think Dewey and Eric, he's played in the league for so long, just kind of him, teaching me to be a resilient pro. And, the leadership just with Trevor and Josh and all those guys, man, those guys are such pros, and you can see it in their tape on the field. It's really cool to be a part of.
How was it to play in that atmosphere all year and just the energy?
Man, it was a great energy yesterday, but like I said early in the week, last week I was like, the fans did a great job just coming out and showing their support during the season. We felt them each and every game, and especially the last game yesterday. We felt y'all energy, and we appreciate everything that y'all did this season.
You talked about how fun it was to play in this defense. When did you get a feeling of how that this defense was going to let you play that free and have that much fun out there?
Honestly, as soon as Kemp came in and he was just breaking down the defense to the just to the players and how we can manipulate the offense to doing what we want them to do, you kind of seen the vision like right away. But it really came into play during camp, and we had like our joint practice and stuff like that, and we really seen like how elite of a defense we can really be. Once because you going against our offense each and every day, so we know their tendencies and things like that. But once we got to like pair up against somebody else, and we got to do what we do, we realized like, it's gonna be a special year.
Antonio, how did you feel like you grew as a player this year as the season wore on? What did you get better at?
I just feel like as a player, I grew in so many ways, in just like little details of the game, just like what's my film watching, or just like how I'm attacking the player or each play with bent knees, or just being fundamentally sound as a player, which allowed me to be in position to go out and make plays. And when you have, like I said, I give a lot of credit to Coach Kemp and to the leaders in our room, Eric Murray and Jourdan Lewis. Like, they came in and they made sure that the younger guys, including myself, we was at the right spots and being detailed about our footwork and being detailed about just the little things. So when we get in those positions to make plays, it won't shock us.
It's easy, man, because when you have success like that, it's easy to be like, okay, we only need to fine tune a few things. It's not like it's a complete overhaul of the guys or coaching staff or anything that needs to be changed. It's a few tweaks, like you said. It's a few things that we need to understand. I really think it's just the details that we need to be in to be better at.
What do you think?
No, you fine. You fine. Yeah, just be more detailed in the system in the second year, and I feel like we really have a really good foundation of that. So that's just the thing I think we need to work on, just being more detailed, and it's definitely a good feeling to know that's all we need to do.
Jourdan, what does Travis Hunter's future look like?
He was extended. He was extended when he was playing. When he got hurt, after he was finding his groove, offense and defense. I feel like he was making a big play every time we needed him. So it's just, like I said, he knows what is expected of him now. We know what he needs, and you just working. Honestly, keep working and putting your head down.
You mentioned those young guys. They were all crowded around your locker yesterday. What's your message to them, and what does it say that immediately after a tough loss in the playoffs like that they're all huddled up together with?
They just want to be better. They just want to learn and hungry to be better football players. And that's all I wanted from them. And that's all we need from them. That desire, because they're already really, really good football players. It's just a desire to go out there and want to be better, and want to study and want to work out and do different things to make themselves better. So it's definitely encouraging to have that around me as a guy that's a leader. To have guys that want to get better and want this team to be better. So it's definitely encouraging signs. Just disappointed in the way it ended.
Did you see that appetite, that want? Did that grow from those young guys over the years?
I mean, I worked out with AJ and Jourdan over the off season, and you could tell, man, they was hungry. They was hungry to learn. They was hungry to understand, what it was to be a professional in this league. And I think they took a really big step this year. And it's just, now it's the next step to, superstardom. I told them it's always it's different levels to, being a football player, a professional football player in this league. And that I think they understand that. And, as time goes on, they're going to completely know what I mean by that. But it's just their hunger and their will to go out there and learn. That's very encouraging.
Back to Travis real quick.
Thank you, Jourdan.
How much
Appreciate you.
easier do you think it will be for him next year coming back? He's already got the offense and the defense down, doesn't have to worry about how the schedule's going to work, flipping between the both. Will that help him significantly be at a higher level?
Like I said, man, he already had it. He already had that it factor, man. He had that that will to go out there and do whatever we needed to be done on the football field. It's just, being healthy now. Getting stronger, getting better in the weight room and different things like that. But other than that, man, it's about the fortitude. He already has it. He has the talent to go out there and do it. It's just about being a bigger and better athlete now. So,
what did Coach Camp just kind of mean to you and your kind of career?
He meant everything. He brought the coach out in me. He brought the guy that I always wanted to be. Just the astute guy that to go out there and help guys and be that solid rock that the guys can depend on. And he leaned on me, and I'm forever grateful for the experience that he's given me as a guy, as a captain, as a guy that he saw as a leader on this defense. And I've learned so much in the short time that I've been with him, just as far as, not only being a better football player and learning the game, but, just a caring man. He cares for us. He cares for our well-being. He wants us to be the best men that we can be for our families and the football team. So I think that's the biggest heartbreak of it all, man. We couldn't get it done for him, and that hurt the most, especially him being the first-time coordinator, winning it all. It just doesn't sit right for us, with me, because I really do believe he deserves that. The way he's been coaching us and the way he's led us to to the season we had now, it really don't sit right with me that we didn't get it done.
Thanks,
Jourdan, what's your rehab look like, and when do you expect to be back on the field?
Hopefully a few months. I'm pushing for a few months. Coach Harbaugh always said you want to cut your recovery time in half, so hopefully I can do that. Oh, Harbaugh. Yeah, hopefully I can do that in a few months and get ready to go. But like I'm gonna be I'm gonna attack this thing. Full head of steam. Just another challenge that I have to go through. But I have a good support group. Some of my brothers gonna be with me. Like Jarian. Hopefully I can get more than Jarian and AJ. Some of the guys come with me. So yeah, I'm gonna have a good support group with it. But I'm gonna have fun with it. I'm gonna have fun with it and treat this like I did this season, man. Have it. Lead the guys and do it with all my heart.
Where did you grow the most this year as a player?
Me, I think I grew more from a mental aspect as far as, things that I went throughout the season as far as personal, but team aspect, I feel like just being more connected with the players in the locker room. When I say connected, that's in not just in the building, but outside of the building as well. Kind of just doing things a little bit different in the bond that we had amongst each other.
What did Coach Camp do, just big picture look at flipping the mindset of this defense?
I'd say it's just the energy that he brought. He brought the same energy every day, and consistency is something that you want to ask for out of everybody, no matter if it's in playing a game of football or just being the same person every day. That's something that I feel like that he really instilled into all the players in the building, not just on the defense side of the ball, offense, special teams, guys, and just in the building in general. That's what he brought.
Going through what you went through this season, wrist, knee, just battling through all that, how much better will that make you going forward?
Oh man, it'll definitely make me a lot better. For me, I feel like it'll be a testament to how I proceed with my prehab, things of that nature. I felt like I was already doing things to kind of be preventative of the injuries or whatever, but it's football. It's 100% injury rate. Things are going to happen, but going forward, I feel like for me, it's just going to kind of help my schedule a lot more with that. So,
Jourdan, what's your confidence level that you guys don't, that you can keep ascending, that this team can keep ascending, and it's just up from here?
Confidence level is high. Obviously, I feel like we were just talking, it's obviously we set a new standard for how we want things to be ran within this organization, and I'm all for it. I feel like we're definitely just going to continuously grow, head in the right direction. And as long as we continuously believe and consistently be the same people, individuals, as far as our work ethic every day, then it's gonna all pay off in the end.
Do you let this one linger? I know you guys try to live by the 24-hour rule, but now it's the end of the season. Does this one stick around a little bit more?
It's definitely going to stick around. Obviously, it's a 1-0 season that we was going into the playoffs. It's a loss. It's going to carry on into the, obviously, for me, I can say for me, it'll linger a little bit, but it's not going to stop me from living my life, going out and enjoying my family. This is time for that, where I can really go enjoy my family, but it's definitely going to be fuel to the fires for how I prep in the offseason.
What is your offseason process kind of like? Like, is it important to kind of disconnect for a little bit?
100%. Obviously, you want to disconnect anytime you get a chance to, but offseason, I feel like that's the time where I really get to go. Obviously, just take my nieces to school, things of that nature, be more involved with my mom, dad, my grandparents getting older, just being able to genuinely be there for the people who's always there for me. They get to see my process, but I was telling my mom and dad last night, like, it's hard for me to kind of get to see the process of my nieces grow up, and I feel like I miss out on a lot, so I get to catch up on some things like that.
Are you hoping for some movement on a contract extension potentially?
I'm not speaking on anything dealing with that. That's not in. I just play ball and let my agent and people upstairs do what they're going to do.
Would you want to stay here, though?
I would love to be here. I wouldn't want to be nowhere else. Obviously, I was drafted here. I love this community. I love the players in this locker room. I love the coaching staff. I love everything about this organization. I like the trajectory that we're going, and I want to be a part of it. So I love to be here forever.
Every season you talk about taking that next step, that next trajectory. What does that look like in 2026?
Oh, man, sky's the limit for me, man. I still feel like I have a long way to go within my process. Obviously, like I said, the injury this year was about the injuries for me. Just trying to overcome those things. But I feel like I haven't even scratched the surface of the potential that I know that I'm capable of playing, and that the consistency, it's going to be more so of a consistency thing for me at this point in my career. And just want to continuously grow, get 1% better every day. But I'm not even scratching the surface, man. There's no limit on the ceiling for me.
How wild was it to be a part of this turnaround from last season to this season with this regime?
Man, just my process of being here, coming in, obviously we made the playoffs my rookie year, but last 2 seasons it was kind of a down year. But seeing the growth of this organization from, I wouldn't even just say from a win aspect, it's just more so about the camaraderie within the building, the people in the building, connection, things of that nature. it's great to see that happening, and that's the direction that you want to go. I feel like it's much needed. Like I said earlier, it definitely set a new standard.
Trayvon, you never used the excuses, the injuries as an excuse, but now can you take us through how hampering like that really was?
I still won't use it as an excuse because obviously if I'm out there on the field, regardless of if I have on a cast or brace or whatever it is, I want to be the best version of me that I can be every day. With that being said, I want to be the best player in the league, regardless of being injured or not. But it definitely took a toll on me. Obviously, playing with one hand as a defensive lineman, it's hard to do certain things, but I definitely tried to do my best within what I could do with limited range of motion, things of that nature. But then as far as the knee, it is what it is, man. Like I said, it's 100% injury rate in this game, and I want to be there for my teammates regardless of injured, hurt, or whatever.
Does it say a lot about you playing through those?
I feel like a lot of guys go out there and play through injuries, but for me, 100%, I'm one of those guys. I'm not going to go back down until I'm 6 feet under, and that's with me being dead. Regardless, I'm going to go out there and lay it out on the line whenever I can, because that's what I pride myself on. As long as I'm able to wake up with another opportunity at life, then that's all I need to go be better at whatever it is as far as my rehab or whatever. I just want to be better.
How interested are you to see what your market is if it comes to that, Mark?
Yeah, I mean, these are all questions like I'm still trying to process, just everything that's happened right now with this team. And, yeah, I mean, I wasn't expecting for us to be done playing right now, so I'm not really thinking about it right now.
Do you let this one linger? I know 2022, you guys went further, and it probably hurt, but does this one hurt more? Does it linger more? Does the 24-hour rule live up to it?
Yeah, I mean, this one, it was almost surprising in a sense. Like, I mean, I'm honest, like, I wasn't really expecting to be done playing right now, so I'm still trying to comprehend it. I think there's a level of, like, just disappointment in the fact that, we couldn't close the game out, and now you look around and everybody's packing their locker, and it all just happens so fast. So, yeah, I mean, it's going to linger, especially knowing that we don't have another week to, make it right. But at the same time, you got to get over it and get your body right and, just look back on all the good things that we did this year.
What's next for you personally in this off season?
Yeah, just get the body right, see what the future holds. I'm definitely going to, take some trips and ultimately get back into my routine, get back stronger, faster, smarter. Same off-season grind, but definitely going to take a little time off.
How quickly?
How future to be here? Would you like the future to be here?
I just want to be where God wants me to be. At the end of the day, that's where I want to be, and I'm waiting on that answer from Him. Like I said, I haven't put any thought into it. Everything's been, about trying to be the best player I can be for this team this year, and ultimately, I want to be where God wants me to be.
How quickly could you tell that the camp runs fit you? How quickly could you tell Camp and Neely's scheme fit your strengths?
Based on just how the whole scheme works together, you can tell. I mean, from a linebacker's perspective, yeah, you like, what he's asking the LBs to do. Just the play style, the aggressive nature, the way he coaches it, as well as far as just the aggressive nature, striking blocks, and winning one-on-ones when you get your opportunities. So yeah, that definitely plays a lot into my strengths.
Been through a lot here. I mean, this team has been through a lot since you've been here. Can you just reflect on the last 4 years around here and how wild it's been?
It's been a journey. As this team and obviously myself, everything that I've been through, it's been a journey. That's the best way to say it. But I'm ultimately just so proud of all the strides that everyone has taken, even to get to this point, even from last year to this year. But then you think about my rookie year too, finding a way to close out the division and win the South, and next year, not capturing the division by one game, coming down to the last game. It's just been a journey that I've been super grateful to be a part of, and yeah, I mean, I'm just so proud of everybody.
If you are back, every year you start over with a new team. Not all these guys. Can momentum carry from season to season?
I believe so. I think that momentum should be carried in the off season. In the off season, carries the momentum into the regular season. So, yeah, everybody needs to take time to just get away from the game and, you know, spend that time with their families, their loved ones. But ultimately, that momentum that you're talking about kicks back up really in the next month or so. Whenever people begin working out again, that's when that momentum starts to carry.
Will you watch the rest of the games, or is it once you're out, you're out? Like,
Oh, I'm a football fan.
Okay.
You know, I love the game, so I'm definitely going to be tuned in. Couldn't watch games last night just because you're so devastated. I was probably one of the only times I really didn't watch football, especially playoff football, good football. But yeah, I'm definitely going to be tuned in.
Give us an overall view of just the turnaround in this organization in a year's time. It's got to be rewarding to be part of this group, right?
Yeah, it was definitely a good feeling to get a lot more wins this year, get back in the playoffs. I'm really proud of the group, the guys on the team, just really a lot of the same guys. Obviously, you have some guys different, but just understanding that talent's been there, just using it right and having the right confidence in ourselves and attacking games the right way week in, week out will get us to where we want to go. So just keep growing and building. But it's all possible with the people that we had in the room.
Where did you grow the most as a player this year? Or are you know, at the stage in your career where it's going to be the same Foye every year?
Never the same. Year in, year out, you got to understand who you are as a player. Athleticism, mindset, what you've seen already. You know, kind of you're always stacking plays from what happened to you previous years. Always learning and growing in the game. And I think that's kind of where I might have taken a step is. Understanding offenses a little bit better and stuff, understanding the schemes a little bit better. I understood the chess match of football a lot better this year. And as you get older, I think that's what's going to have to happen. So in order to keep being in the right spots, play in, play out. So I'm happy with what I did, and I was able to trust my teammates and keep building relationships. I think that was a great thing that happened in the locker room this year, just how close we got, and that's kind of what was needed to have the year that we had.
What did Coach Camp and his style kind of mean to you this year?
I just like his attacking mindset and really just dominate your 111, and it'll do great for everybody on the team. So everybody had their role within the defense, and once you understood it and understood the different plays they threw at you, your role, how it would affect the next person, that's how you saw everybody eat. So I was very happy to just kind of be a part of a team defense.
Usually when there's a regime change, it sometimes takes a while for like the culture to get set and everything like that. But that kind of happened pretty quickly here this year. So how does that impact next year? Does that give you guys a head start on next year, you think?
It really, I think every year you're going to have, it could be like the same overarching culture, but like the little nuances within it. So I think it's all about the players is what I kind of learned. Like, I think when the players kind of bought into each other, that's when you saw the culture start to be established here. Obviously, the coach has his personality that will affect the whole team, and I love the coach's personality here, always trying to prove something and attacking from Coach Cohen and Coach Camp. But really, the players really taking it upon themselves to play for one another and bring that to the field every game, every practice even. That was like when we got really close to the team, that's when we took off.
Do you guys try to live by the 24-hour rule still, or does this one linger a little bit longer?
Yeah, that's the last game I have for this season, so that's going to linger. But it'll propel me in the off season, knowing that, you know, we were good. We were a great team, good team, but we weren't good enough. You know what I'm saying? So I want to get better and better every year I play. And if I'm not getting better, I'm probably going to be up out of here. So I want to get better for the team, better for myself, in order to keep doing what I want to do.
How does the feeling around this team at the end of this season kind of compare to the last couple seasons?
The first season we had, maybe a little similar. We were just, you know, happy to be in this situation. Obviously, we made it a little bit farther, but it was sad. Then the next year we missed it. Next year we got our bad year. Everybody, I mean, I remember sitting down here very, very sad last year, just knowing a lot of things were about to change up. So this year, I guess we're very pleased at what we're capable of, and obviously we proved what we're capable of, but we know there's still more that's to be done. So everybody's kind of ready to work towards that. You know, we know we're upper echelon in the league, but we got to prove that week in, week out, starting this offseason, because it's not going to be given to us. We got to go take everything how we did this year. We got to go prove it again.
What does this offseason look like for you?
I don't even know, so I'm going to find out. And that's how you'll get to know. But I'll be getting better, though. Sorry to answer. I'll be getting better.
What's the biggest sign to you that what you guys started here is sustainable, not just next year, but long term?
One more time.
What's the biggest sign to you that what you guys have established here is sustainable, not just for 2026, but long term?
I don't really live in the long term. I live in the now. I don't really know how to answer your question because I think next year is going to have a new way to attack it and become the team that we want to be. So when next year happens, we're going to have a new set of challenges or whatever that we're going to have to meet and push through. But it's going to build us and get us better and better as the year goes on. But we know, just from this year, we know when we do play how we're supposed to play, what we're very capable of. So I think that's the kind of confidence you should attack the offseason with, but know what it takes to actually get to this moment.
A block like that more fun for you, or the big highlight catch?
A block like that,
yeah,
for sure. That's what I'm here for.
As a veteran, there's going to be new players coming in next year, but as core guys, can you carry over this success into next year?
I mean, I hope so. If not, if you can't, then what you doing it for? You know what I mean? Like I'm hoping we definitely can and be better than what we were this year, because I think a lot of the mistakes we made this year were self-inflicted. You know what I mean? So it's a lot of opportunity for us to just address ourselves and grow from that, and then we'll worry about the rest of it when we get there.
You touched on bonding with Liam a little bit, getting to know him personally. What can that help? How can that help translate maybe onto the field?
I mean, I think communication helps everything at the end of the day. So if he's able to understand where I'm coming from and I'm able to understand how he wants certain things done and why he wants certain things done, I feel like it'll help me get it done better.
Where can 16 go?
Honestly, I mean, he's tall, he's fast, he's big, he can throw. It's up to him. He can go wherever he want to go, truthfully.
Hey, we got a little late. How challenging for you was this season overall? Starting where you did, getting traded, new offense, playoff run. It's a lot in 1 year, right?
I mean, yeah, change is tough, especially change from coast to coast. You know what I mean? That alone is tough, but it was worth it at the end of the day. I enjoyed every bit of it. It was a great experience. I'd do it again. Hopefully I don't have to do it again, but I would come back here again if that opportunity presented itself again. So it was great for sure.
Season ended probably earlier than you hoped, but are you at a point where you can say this was a fun season overall?
Oh yeah, it was an awesome season as far as fun, just the experience with this team coming together. Obviously, how it changed throughout the season, the growth, the steps that we took as a team. Individual players, the success stories of guys just stepping up in big moments. I mean, there were so many good things, so many positive things to look at. Obviously, we left a lot out there at the end of it, and we feel like we had a real shot if we could have kept playing and found a way to win yesterday. And that's just, like I said, at post game, it's life. And unfortunately, you put a lot of time and work into it, and you don't always get the result that you want. So you got to look at the things that you can do better and improve on. But we made a lot of improvements this year. We grew a lot. I know personally, took a lot of steps. I'm thankful for the staff, all these players that I played with. That it takes a lot to have the success that we had, and I know there should have been more for us. But still, to get to where we got, a lot of work goes into it. So you don't want to overlook that, and because it's been whatever it was, 7-8 months of straight work. So I'm thankful for this group.
The environment at the bank yesterday, I mean, packed house. You thought about that? It's not going to look like that next year. Next year going to be 30,000 fans, so about half.
Yeah, I thought about that, I guess today, and I hadn't thought about it beforehand. And thankful for our fans and our city. I mean, it just shows how great our community is, and especially when we're playing well and giving them something to be proud of on the field, and the way they show up for us, and the home field advantage yesterday was really cool. I mean, the fans showed up, they were loud, and yeah, it's going to look a little bit different moving forward, but we still need that same support, and so I would just encourage the fans to keep doing what they do and showing up for us, because it means a lot to us, and we're going to continue to work and put something out there that you guys are proud of.
Trevor, you touched on it yesterday. There's no guarantee that next year is going to be as good or the same, but what gives you confidence that there'll be a lot of carryover and you'll be able to pick up kind of where you left off?
Yeah, I think you just look at the improvements that we made over the course of the season, really as a team playing together, but especially offensively. You look at where we were week 1 all the way till now. I mean, we've improved drastically in a lot of different areas, and I think that's a product of the work we put in and learning the system more, and guys get more comfortable, and so that's going to carry over and that's going to happen. But my comment was more about you got to put the work in, you got to earn it. You can't just expect this to happen every year. There's a lot of work that goes into this. It takes a lot to get here, and obviously it takes even that much more to continue to play and to go one day win a Super Bowl. So we know what we have to do. We know the work that it's going to take to get back to this point. And that's, I guess, more of my point is it's not just something that's going to happen, you know, just because we did it this year. So, but yeah, I have a lot of confidence in this, like I said, this staff, these players, that we're going to put the work in, that we're going to make those improvements, and we're going to continue to grow.
Hey, Trevor, you've been with Travis for a long time now. He goes into free agency. If he's able to come back, what kind of next step can he take in this offense?
Yeah, I mean, Travis had an awesome year. You know, I'm really excited for him just as an individual of what he was able to accomplish. And obviously it takes a lot of people to make that go, but just the year he had, the work he put a lot of work in this offseason, learning the system, took a bunch of big steps in pass protection, and obviously just his vision, the way he ran, he was great all year. So obviously, I hope he's back. That's one of my guys. I've been with him for 8 years, so it's going to be a little bit different if he's not. I know that he's earned every opportunity he's going to get, he's earned, and he's played really well, and he's been a great player here, and I'm hoping that he's still here, but I also understand that this business is funny sometimes, so you can never know, and it's never my business to get into all that, but, I really hope he's back, and he's a great guy for one, and works his tail off, and he's earned everything that he's going to get.
Hey, Trevor, what's the next step for you in this offense? What do you want to do better, or where do you want to be better in the offense, you personally?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's going to be a reflection point just this offseason, and go back and watch some tape and see. There's a bunch of steps that I took in the right direction this season. I think the consistency, accuracy, pocket movements, I'd say extended plays, some of those things. There's some improvements that I wanted to make, and I did. And I think that it's all those things, just continuing to refine them and get better and better. Footwork in the pocket, more consistent. I think as the season went on, a couple things maybe got a little sloppy, some of the footwork in the pocket. Continue to improve accuracy, different arm angles, just continuing to give guys a chance to get the ball as soon as possible in space so they can go make plays, taking some more completions underneath earlier in games and different things, But I got to watch it all and see what those exact things are. I don't want to just, say the first things that come to mind right now. But I know there's a lot of improvements that I can still make, and I know we're heading in the right direction, but I got to continue to put the work in.
Health issues for you? I mean, last year the questions were about your health, and this year all the way through, no issues that we know of anyway. So, I mean, that's a major step, right?
Yeah, it feels good. Obviously, like you said, injuries have been a thing the last couple of years and have been tough. So I think just being healthy throughout the season, being able to build on that week after week and have the continuity of our group. And there's always stuff guys are fighting through, so I'm just thankful for the group. Guys are battling through a lot in a season that a lot of people don't know about. So a lot of guys stepped up. But yeah, I'm thankful for my health, and obviously our guys up front did an awesome job protecting all year and couldn't ask more out of them. So we just got to continue to build off of it. But yeah, it'll be nice going into off season, pretty healthy for the most part.
Hey, can you tell us how your relationship with Liam morphed as the year went along, or did it? How did it grow as it went? Or there's that widely known meeting about letting it rip. Was that a turning point, or give us an overview of that relationship?
Yeah, it's been an awesome year of just us growing together, learning more, obviously getting closer in our relationship, and just having a lot of open, honest conversations after games, before games. We talk a lot, Friday, Saturday before the game about the game plan and going into it, and then post game we go up there early in the season when it felt like our offense wasn't clicking, and maybe I didn't play my best one game. We would talk a lot and just have those open, honest conversations. I'd tell him like something I'm not seeing, maybe the same, or if I'm struggling in one area, I'm kind of explaining why, and he's giving me feedback, and he just gave me all the confidence to know that he had my back. And I think that's like one of the best things as a quarterback, to know that the people around you believe in you, they got your back, and he just gave me that freedom, just cut it loose. And I think that's a big part of why the improvements came, but it's also just an accumulation of all the reps and everything coming to fruition of just time on task, all the work that's put in. It kind of comes together all at the same time, and you see the improvements, and it's our whole offense, so it's not just me. So I think that confidence from him and from our staff really goes a long way.
You touched on it a little bit earlier, but obviously you guys have had a lot of fan support this season. Could you kind of reflect on that and kind of like what your messaging would be to fans for the next few seasons?
Just thank you guys for showing up and showing out for us. Obviously it was it was a fun year, and we were able to win a lot of games, and unfortunately didn't win as many in the playoffs as we wanted to, but to have your guys' support and to have that home field advantage when it comes to the end of the season for these big games, to win the division against Tennessee, or this first game against Buffalo. I mean, it really really makes a difference. So I thank you to all the fans. I know you guys are invested in this and care a lot about it, and we just want to do our best for you guys and for our city, and good days are ahead.
I know during the regular season you guys live by this 24-hour rule. You got further in 2022. Does this one hurt a little bit more? Do you let this one linger a little bit, or what's your after post-game reaction to that?
Yeah, these usually last a little longer than 24 hours when the season's over. I mean, it's really disappointing. I think you look at our team, and I had all the confidence that no plans by anyone were being made about our off season because we all thought we were going to keep playing. I mean, no one's making any plans till after the Super Bowl, and that's just the confidence that we had that we're going to keep playing. We can beat anybody, and unfortunately, we just didn't make quite enough plays on Sunday. And Buffalo's a really good team, and they did. So you can't take anything away from them. Credit goes to them. We got to make the adjustments and the corrections and improve so that when we're back in that position, we find a way to win the game at the end. So, yeah, it stings, it hurts. You put so much work in, and then all of a sudden it's over. It's been our life for me, basically a year straight after my surgery, just rehabbing to get back, all the time spent with the coaches, the guys in the off season, and then obviously all season in training camp. I mean, it's your life every day, and our families sacrifice a lot, and we're grateful to do it. I'm not complaining one bit. I mean, it's a privilege, but when it ends, it's so sudden. It's kind of hard to describe the feeling. So it hurts, it stings. It's not because of a lack of effort, though. I mean, these guys, we worked our ass off all year, and like I said, sometimes it doesn't go exactly the way you want it to, and you got to find out why and try to make those improvements.
3 coaches, 2 playoff runs, foot injury rookie year. Just kind of reflect back on what this has been like for 5 years here.
I feel like I just reflect on my journey, man. Honestly, it's just been an amazing journey. Just like from where I started to where I came, I feel like this season was just a reflection of like how my 5 years here have been. Just all the expectations I had for myself and everything like that, and just having that foot injury my first year, not being able to do the things I wanted as a rookie, And I would have told anybody I would have been rookie of the year and those things like that, and it didn't go my way. But I feel like God always, He has other plans for you, and sometimes, things just happen. Like we won that game yesterday, and I think we were going to lose, and it just wasn't our time. But I feel like we're not sad because we lost, but we're sad because all the work that we put into it and all the things that we did to get to that moment, But I'm just grateful, like, to say my 5 years, to say the least, just to be a part of a standard that has been set here. I feel like, we did those 5 years, or I didn't know those 5 years can't be taken away. Like, it's a standard that's set, and just for the guys who are going to be here in the future, like, they have something to follow now. So I'm just proud of that, and grateful that I was able to be a part of that journey.
How quickly will you shift into the business side, and what your future may hold?
Honestly, not quickly. I think that's why we hire our agents, why we hire those people, because I feel like as a human, it's hard to take your emotion and the emotional side out of it. Just like I invested 5 years into this. Like when I got drafted, I think any player thinks they're going to retire with the team they get drafted to. You never think about the business side of the game. I think that's why we have those people who to think about those things for us, because as humans, but we can act off emotions, and that wouldn't really be great for my finances or my family and the things that I need in my life. So I feel like for me, it's going to take me a while to get past it, but I'm pretty sure my agent hit me with some encouraging words or something to just help me move forward. And to talk to my family, just be around them, and just see what things taste. I've never been a part of this process, but just got to go through it.
What would be the goal for you? Like, would you want to stay here?
For sure. I feel like, most definitely, I feel like when I got drafted here, I wanted to be one of the best running backs to ever, put on the jersey. I wanted to be remembered like the guys, Fred Taylor, Maurice Jones Jr., you had Leonard Fournette, just guys who've been here. Like, you want to set that standard. You want to live a legacy. I feel like I was able to do that at Clemson. That's why I went there, to create a legacy, to leave a legacy. And I feel like you got people to come and follow that now. And obviously you won't do that in the NFL, but it's just different. It's not college. It's different of how everything works, and that's the business side of it and aspects and things that go into it that I might not ever understand, but it's not for me to understand. So I kind of just stopped trying to figure those things out and just focus on what I can do on the field, and let everything else take care of itself.
Your parents moved here. Obviously, Trevor was at Florida at the time, but what has Jacksonville in particular meant to you? And maybe that's why this makes the process just even more heart-wrenching as you get ready to go through it.
I feel like Jacksonville, it helped me a lot, you know. Just a small kid, a small-town kid from Jacksonville, Louisiana, and just coming here, I feel like the city has always embraced me. They always made me feel welcome, made me feel like it was home. And I never had access to a beach, so when I got access to a beach, it was just amazing for me. It was just icing on the cake. And just to see the growth that I've seen through these 5 years here in Jacksonville has been amazing. And just I feel like the people are very welcoming. And I just love the aspect of it. And, man, the weather in Florida, like, the Lord knows the cold was never for me. So I feel like He sent me here for a reason. So just thinking about not having those Sunday practices in December is kind of just mind-blowing. But we'll see what happens.
So you're not signing with Green Bay then?
Nah, you ain't got to worry about me going to the cold. I'm probably not supposed to say that. But
how running back friendly was Liam's offense in terms of what it allowed you to do?
I feel like Liam's offense is very running back friendly, but it also takes the skill set, you know. Also, it's been in situations, but I feel like Liam, he's a very modern coach, so he knows how to create and attack mismatches, and I feel like that's what his offense really showcased this year, just to put us in position to make plays. And I was thankful that I was one of those people that could be out there and help set that standard and go and make those plays.
You were here in 22, and it started off okay in 23, and then things kind of fell apart. Why is this regime and this thing that you've built this year, why is that different?
It's different because of the mindset, just because of the goals that we had. Like he never talked about winning a Super Bowl. It was always about being your best self each and every week. And that kind of just goes back to when I was at Clemson. Just being around like winning organizations and winning programs is never about the finished product. It's always about growing. And I feel like Cohen understands that. So if you come in here and get anybody to buy into a growth mindset to get better each and every day, you're going to have success. Success is just a byproduct of us just coming in here and putting that hard work in and then preparing us for each and every Sunday. So when we step on that field, we out there playing free. And that's all you could ask for as a player, just to have coaches and people to put you in your best position to go out there and be able to showcase your talents.
You've been around Trevor for 8 years now, and he's played some of his best ball this season. What's the next level for him? Do you see him, like, how much more can he get up there?
Trev, I feel like we none don't understand Trevor's ceiling, but I would say biggest thing for him is just let his nuts hang, I guess. Just be cocky, you know, man. Just stop caring what people think. In reality, just don't give a damn, man. You're the man. Like, just go out there and be yourself, make plays, and just play fearlessly and with reckless abandonment.
Do you let this one linger? I know you guys try to live by the 24-hour rule during the season, but it's the last game of the season. Do you let this one linger, or you just try to live by that 24-hour rule this time around?
I mean, you try to live by that 24-hour rule, but when it's the last one like this, it does nothing but just lights a fire up under you for next season. And so if we all can just hone in onto that energy, that emotion that we felt, and take that in the offseason to get better, I feel like everyone's life is going to be better for it next year. And that's all you could ask for as a player. So I feel like you want to get over it, but it's not going to happen, especially when we see those guys out there playing next weekend and we know that we could have been in this position and we're not. It's going to hit a little harder. So we just got to bottle it up and just focus on how can we not be in this position next year. And I think we have the right people in the building for that.